called the DPS. This is the loop of the duodenum, this is pancreas and this is spleen. Now how to hold the anatomical position? When it is there, you have to hold this in anatomical position like this. On the right side will be just below the pancreas and the duodenal loop, and the left hand will hold the spleen. Now how to hold the spleen? This is 9th rib, this is 10th rib, this is 11th rib. So axis will come to the 10th rib. So you have to hold it like this, and this is how you hold it. Why the pancreas is left hand is upper than the lower end? Because this is the body of the pancreas is directed upwards towards the spleen. So you have to hold this like this in anatomical position. Okay. So this is a loop of the duodenum with the pancreas, head of the pancreas, body of the pancreas and the tail of the pancreas. Along with that is the spleen. The specimen of DPS. Now let us come to the things up. This is the first part of the duodenum. The pyloric end extent, this is upwards, direction is upwards. So first part is upwards. Having 2.5 cm, that is covered by the greater omentum, lesser omentum. And then the next 2.5 cm, that is smooth, having the duodenal cap over there. Then there is a superior duodenal plexus. This is the second part of the duodenum, which is vertical part, 7.5 cm. Then inferior duodenal plexus, third part, and the third part extended to become the fourth part. Okay. So this is the duodenal loop, first part, second part, and the third part. So the anterelations will come over here. The gastroduodenal artery dividing into the gastroepiploic artery and the superior pancreatoduodenal artery. Okay. And the posterior relation, we know the hepatic duct, hepatic artery and the portal vein will be there. This is the second part of the duodenum, which is crossed by the transverse colon in the middle to become the supracolic part and infracolic part. So this part is covered by the lesser sac and this part is covered by the greater sac. Then the third part is over here, that is the horizontal part. Coming, this is the head of the pancreas. This is the uncinate process through which the pedicles is coming. See the superior mesenteric artery and the vein. This is artery, this is vein. The superior mesenteric vein and superior mesenteric artery comes out through this gap, which is called the uncinate process. Now this is a part which is called tuber omentally. We have seen the tuber omentally in the liver. Here we will see the tuber omentally also. Okay. Then this is the neck part. Behind the neck part is the formation of the vein. This is the splenic vein, which is lying on the posterior surface of the body of pancreas. Comes to meet the supramesenteric vein and forming the portal vein. So these are the structures of the porta hepatis. Over here, portal vein, hepatic artery and the duct. So this is the structure. This is the duct, this is the artery and this is the portal vein. Portal vein lies behind the artery and the duct will be side by side, duct to the right and artery to the left. Okay, so this is the structures of the porta hepatis. So now comes to the body of the pancreas. So this is your head of the pancreas, this is your tuber omentally, neck of the pancreas, this is your body of pancreas. Body of pancreas is crossed by the transverse mesocolon, okay, and it is covered by the transverse colon. But the inferior surface comes along with the duodenojejunal loop over here, then the coils of jejunum and the left colic plexus. But important one is the posterior one, that is where the splenic vein is attached. This is very important asked during your examination. Okay. Now this is the tail of the pancreas which enter into the hilum of the spleen along the lienorenal ligament. So the spleen has got, this is the diaphragmatic surface, this is visceral surface, this is the gastric area, this is the renal area, this is your colic area. This is the anterior end, this is your posterior end, this is gastric area, renal area, superior border which may be lobulated, that indicates the origin of spleen as a lobulated mass from the diaphragmatic surface, and inferior border separating the renal area from the diaphragmatic surface. So it has got three surfaces, gastric area, renal area and the colic area. Two surface, visceral surface and the diaphragmatic surface. Axis passes to the 10th rib. So this is your anatomical position. Okay. So how to hold this? This is how you have to hold the DPS in anatomical position. Okay.